Good morning to the grind. I'm talking about great morning to the grind. If you're out there this morning, man, I salute to you. It's another amazing morning. It's another amazing day that we get to. So this morning, again, here I am, KeJohnna Owens, Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. Man, we get to wake up and get to it. He chose us. He gave us another day. We get to. So let's put the best effort towards what we want in our lives, because we get to. That's a blessing in itself. Don't negate that fact. Today we're talking about the obstacles become opportunities when you focus on solutions. So I want somebody to grab this. A lot of times we can end up in these conversations as, man, everything is this, and they ought to do that, and man, I wish they would do this, and if they would do it like this, and she or he, and all those kind of situations. How about turning that over into, well, if it's a situation, let's work on a solution, because solutions change things. Be a changer of things. You know, that's what I've experienced this weekend. I believe in that. I always say solutions over situations. I have a brand of working on with that, solutions over situations. Situation is going to always be. How about your focus being so clear that, you know, I wish they had something that could keep your pants up. They ought to have and somebody came up with a belt buckle. I'm just saying. Somebody came up with something called Velcro because we wanted to make it easy for a solution of tying shoes with speed. Some people come up with solutions and they change things. That's a change agent. So today I want to inspire you when you're in something. It's because I believe he's got us in something to come through something, to be something, and to make some kind of significant impact of some kind of sort. I don't know. That's that mustard seed of faith we always talk about. But how about being solution oriented to the extent that each and every time there was a problem, you focus on what you can do. You do what you can do, and you come up with concepts, ideas, solutions to the situation, and see what happens. And see how many friends you have at the end of that too. That's another part about it. You know, people like the situation. The situation is good context, but see, when you have the content inside, the context outside don't matter. You come up with a solution to the situation, and you focus on solutions over situations. It's the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm fired up this morning. Let's get right on into it. We're focused on solutions over situations, and we're turning obstacles into solutions. Stand by.
Mental toughness is a lot different than motivation. Because if I said right now, everybody in here, we're all going to run a half marathon in 5 days. All of us. And we all going, yeah, we're getting fired up. I said, yeah, we're going to start tomorrow at 5 a.m. And everyone's hugging each other. Yes, 5 a.m. We leave. 5 a.m. comes. It's dark. It's cold. Our bed is comfortable. It's hard to get motivated at 5 in the morning. And maybe you do it one day, but again and again, you go do it again and again. That is the X-ray vision. It's seeing through your broken bones to get to your goal. You got to train your brain by doing things that make you uncomfortable consistently to build this mindset that when things get hard, which they will be, we don't shy away, we don't quit, we attack. I'm seeing through all those walls. I'm getting to where I want to go.
You see, I've learned everybody on the face of this planet, they want something. Everybody that comes into this world, they want something. Everybody wants greatness. Everybody wants excellence. But the question is, what are you willing to go through in order to get it? What type of dedication? What type of commitment? What type of sacrifice?
I tell people all the time, if this is not your vision, if you don't see this as part of your real contribution, if it doesn't make you fully alive and express, and it's your real goals, bail. Quit sooner than later. But if you know it's right for you, then resilience is everything. the ability to be resilient toward your dreams, to keep marching on, win the struggle, the trial, the chaos, the frustration, the hurt, the anger, the disappointment, the shame, the regret, the embarrassment. When all that is there and you keep marching on, you know you'll be a successful person. It's the ability to be optimistic enough to know this too shall pass. This time shall change. I will find a way. I will honor my truth and keep pursuing my dreams. Thick and thin, storm or night, I will maintain my march.
Mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of going up against the number one team. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it.
I hope that you understand that every single person that you look at, every single person that you admire, every single person that you aspire to be like is literally just a regular human fucking being like you that has worked their motherfucking ass off.
Now, it's going to be hard. Understand that. It's going to be very hard. But you ain't got nothing else to do. Because let me tell you something about being not successful. Being not successful, that's really hard. So you might as well apply yourself to something that has a benefit.
And what some of you doing wrong, you play the game, but you not the game. You play football, but you not football. You got to go all in. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different.
That is something that is built and ingrained into a successful person, not because they were lucky with it, not because they grew up with it, because they developed it. By doing it once, they did it again, they did it again, they did it again. The more bold and courageous you are, the more bold and courageous you'll be in the future. The more confident you are today, the more confident you'll be in the future. The more you overcome yesterday's struggles today, the more you'll be able to overcome the bigger struggles tomorrow. Never forget these things. Keep marching, my friend.
going to take time out to just thank you for tuning into Think Big Plus. And I just want to remind you at Think Big Plus, we are going to always give you a word that could take you to the next level, that could help you out through whatever you're going through. And just to make you feel a little better, we're going to always be doing things like giving away gift certificates, hooking people up to, just go shopping, grocery shopping, or just be a blessing to people, because that's what we do. We are professional givers. We've given away tickets to go see Mary J. Blige, Cat Williams, Anita Baker, the whole shot. And as I was sitting here, I was just thinking about the up and coming events that I wanted to hook some people up with. That's right, we're gonna hook some people up to go see Babyface on the 11th at Yamabaz. And Charlie Wilson is coming to town. Charlie Wilson and Friends. We talking Charlie Wilson, Moore's Day and the Times, SOS Band, and many, many more. And I'm telling you, we got all kind of concerts coming up, and we got tickets just for you to get you in. But you're going to have to check us out right there at KCAA Radio. That's right, KCAAradio.com. We're covering the whole Inland Empire and beyond. And so you can catch us right there at Think Big Incorporated from 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. each and every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 5 to 7, where we play the best music ever. We play all the new artists, and we will give you music that you might have forgotten about. So, like I said, you will enjoy it. We've had a ball. 2023 was great, but 2024 is going to be awesome. So join us right here at Think Big Plus, where you can get a word that could take you to the next level. Or you can most definitely tune us in every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 5 to 7 and get laced with the best music ever and the greatest giveaways. And like I said, we have your concert tickets and gift cards, most definitely, to just make your day better. So check us out And once again, family, we love you and we thank you. And like I always say, we love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Talk to you a little later. Blessings on you.
Think Big Plus out there with Bishop Harold Jackson, man. It's amazing. I'm glad to be connected. Put so much prayer on my life, opportunities to meet people, to be indoors, to roll double R, to really expand. It's solution oriented. Think Big Plus. Think about that. Think about the concept of thinking big and then adding a plus factor to it. I love ideas. And see, I want you to think about something that's really funny. You watch a show called Blackish, right? So in Blackish, it's a family, it's a sitcom. Anthony Anderson, they do an amazing job. I like the concept, I like the show, but in that room, see, in that room where everybody's having jokes and fun and they're making fun around that table, those are multi-billion-dollar concepts that are taking place. We like to laugh at the stuff that's going on, but I want to bring solution. That's a solution room. They want to take a cereal and build a brand that goes global, that attracts young kids or whatever it is, and they sit in that room and they joke around and they come up with $1 million, multi-million dollar, multi-$100 million, multi-billion dollar concepts in the room, and those are the rooms that I'm telling you to go in. I don't care what preparation you may have or what credibility or resume you may have. Go in the room where the thinking is being done. Go in the room where the solutions are being created. Go in the room where the plans are being made. Go in the room where the future is being crafted. Go in the room that's a little bit different than the rooms where we may have come from. I'm telling you. It's something unique about being in a room where there's very little time to speak about problems and much more time applied to speak about solutions to situations, to fix or change the problem. And not for today, not knee-jerk. I'm talking about like Love Mission. This young man, Pastor Mike, he's got an organization that delivers food. I make jokingly, got the backup truck, cabbage, greens. I mean, up to, I believe they fed over 1 million people. These kinds of things. I mean, listen, I digress. I'll go back. Focus on solutions. Get around people that's thinking. That's what I mean. Get around people that are thinking differently, people that want to activate. And there's a lot of people that, now, here's the separator. The solution conversation, the solution concept, the solution, structure. Great. It's like a huddle in football. You watch the game, right? You go in the huddle, the quarterback goes in the huddle. He says, well, here's a solution to our situation. Down by 5. Haven't had a first down in 3 downs, so we're in 3 possessions. We got to get down there. We need a touchdown. And we need to get a touchdown in a way that closes out the game. Now, in the huddle, the quarterback says this, and that, zip 22, flash 5, whatever they call, right? They say, ready to break. Here's the difference. Activators. People that activate the solution. That's the separator. Tap into the separator. Separate yourself. It's time. We're talking about more in 24. Separate yourself more in 24. Let's get back into it. I love sharing the content of people that are making, you can hear it different from different people. I'm just a guy with a passion to make a difference in the way that says, God says, hey, the impact that cometh, you can't control anyway. Somebody says, hey, and you're saying a message. I like to hear that message. I want to fly you to Dubai, whatever that might be. Do the work that you know to do. Focus on solutions over situations. And we all got situations. Nobody owns the hardest hardship in the world. So let's get back into it. How about the toughness to overcome? Back to mental toughness. Solutions. The problem is going to be the problem until the solution fixes the problem.
Mental toughness is a lot different than motivation. Because if I said right now, everybody in here, everybody, we're all going to run.
I was never the strongest guy. I'm not the fastest guy. Not the smartest guy. But I will work, and I will work hard. I will be up when my competitor's asleep. I will be up when my enemy is curled up in bed. I will be up getting after it, and I recommend that you do the same.
People always say, you gotta love the work. You gotta love what you do. You don't have to love what you do. You gotta be fucking addicted to what you do. You gotta be addicted to winning. You cannot work short hours. You gotta work long hours. You gotta work smarter, and you gotta work fucking harder. It's the work that you put in, the time and effort, the dedication, the hours that nobody else saw here, the sacrifices. You have to be disciplined. You have to be obsessive. You have to be addicted to the result.
At the end of the day, the person that will surrender is the person that didn't work as hard as the other person. You gotta work harder than the other person. So just when you felt like you did that last rep and your muscles are saying, I can't do no more reps, you say, yeah, you got to do one more. Because right now, while you quitting, he might be doing 5 more. While you quitting and giving up, while you saying, all right, I did enough, it's time to rest, he might just be getting in his zone.
If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. But if you want to fucking go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, you're in that spot of obsession and drive.
To be the best in the world at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off.
You gotta eat it, you gotta drink it, you gotta sleep it, like it has to consume who you are. And if you're gonna be the best, the cream of the crop, if you're gonna be the apex, you gotta be it, not talk about it.
That people know when they think about this area, that's something you do. That you eat and sleep that. And that you do that. You do that. People know it.
You gotta be it. It has to consume you. It has to take over you. That when I see you without even knowing you, I ought to be able to look at you, and from your ethos, I ought to see you are the best of the best. I ought to know what you're doing without you saying one word. It ought to illuminate from you.
You've got to work on it. When other folk are having a good time, you've got to have the strength of character to concentrate, to read, to digest information.
The stronger your mindset is, the greater your skill set is going to be. Michael and Kobe weren't the greatest athletes, but their mindset is what separates those individuals.
Separate yourself. You playing against other teams and you doing exactly what they're doing. Separate yourself. Stop doing what they're doing. If you stop doing what they're doing, you're going to be a champion. Stop following. No more following. No more doing what everybody else is doing. Set the doggone standards. It's time for y'all to set the standards.
We can't be complacent, and we can't take our foot off the enemy's throat. We are going to be relentless. We are not going to give him the chance to regroup. He will not get the chance to recover. We are not going to stop until there is nothing left to pursue.
You've got to do more. You've got to become valuable. You've got to understand that what you get paid to do is the minimum. And everything on top of that is your investment in your future.
Get out of bed, come here in the morning. Going for it, or else sleeping. Put yourself in the opportunity to get that break. The more you throw against the wall, something will eventually stick. It doesn't stick dreaming and shit about it. The first step into making a dream a reality is waking the fuck up.
I gotta say, you know, just the first step to separate yourself, man, waking up, man, saying, you know what? Hey, man, it's on me. This talk to some of the fellas out there too. It's on me. When I look at my wife, when I look at my family, when I look at any situation, you know, it's not about me, but it's on me. That's what we do. We figure it out. Hunters and gatherers. I go out there and hunt. I may ask my wife to make sure my spear is sharp. Hey, I saw that big old giant elephant out there in the field. Nobody may not believe that it's out there, but when I drag him back in there, we're gonna eat for decades. We're gonna eat for legacies of life, because the work to work on what you believe that nobody else may believe, and that's not upon anybody else. What it's upon is you to believe in what you believe and have the faith of the mustard seed. Apply the entire faith of the mustard seed. What if he did that? What if we just said, you know what? I don't know. I don't care. Who cares about what I project in the morning about my day to inspire, to motivate, to empower, to equip people through a positive motivating source in the morning. That's how I feel about my day. So I get to share it. Who says it's this or that? It doesn't even matter. This is just an example of what people say you should do, that you should be doing, that shows a work. And man, I could do that for me. You could do that for you. You could commit to you, and you could commit to you because of a why bigger than yourself. That's the deal. So when I look at, you know, scenarios and situations, and I say it's on me. I got to make the play. I got to scramble out of the pocket. I got to make an adjustment or whatever for my team, for my family, for my situation, for my community, for whatever it is I'm about. And if you're about that life like that, see, that's that life. And you could take a transferable skill, because the same thing that got you to who you are, you can apply it to everywhere you are. You can apply who you are to everywhere you are. So if you're the kind of guy that says, man, they put me on the fries, I'm on the fries. They don't drive past the other place that does the fries to the fried place I'm at, because the fries that I'm going to cook are going to be cooked the way I believe everybody should apply an effort to whatever it is they say they're going to do. That's the blueprint. Now, on the other side, everybody says what's on the other side. Who knows? Who said it? What's it supposed to look like? Oh, the Bentley. This is on the other side. Okay. What about foreclosure on the other side? You don't know. He knows. Our job is to do the work. So I always say, apply the level of the work that you do to match the level of the faith that you have. So if you have the faith the size of the mustard seed, see, this is for those, somebody could grab a biblical verse of the size of a mustard seed. And since that's so small, what if we apply the entire mustard seed of faith towards work, towards commitment? And I'm not talking about hard hammer work, smart work, whatever it is that you do. But what if you did it to the maximum of your ability? Let's get one more in, some of that mojo. I think today is going to be one of those breakthrough days for somebody. See, somebody out there said that they were going to do something. And if you said you were going to do something, just do it. Stand by.
I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. You look at the outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They both are the same sex, they both are the same age, they have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful, they work hard, they're good family people, make tough commitments. But what's the difference? What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the company and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you got to be tough. and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today in building this winning edge is, folks, if you want to win in business, you got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me anything in these United States that win, I'll show you a leader at work. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something run by a leader. See, I thought at one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words. They just intimidated me. And I said, Art, you can't ever be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go on back and coach football for a living? And I found two things out about smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today. Because I find smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always trying to figure out an easier way and a quicker way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And see, somebody like Art Williams, everybody said, well, he can't do it. And somebody like that can't do it. But he does it. See, folks, I want you to know almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They almost are over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost, in everything they do, almost is a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country with A.L. Williams, and I have people say, Art, you can count on me. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I guarantee you this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper. Just do it. Art, if I could just have one good month and get the ball going, I know I could make it big. Super. Just do it. Art, if I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. Great. Just do it. Art, if I could just sell my house. Do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Super duper. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What I do? You just do it. Art, I'm a vice president now. Can I quit doing it? No. Art, I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting. What I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, what do it then? Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start off down at the bottom and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally have achieved something unique. And how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else. And how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
Just do it. I mean, it just makes, I've said it, hey, I'm going to do it. This is going to be the year. I'm going to be the top one. I'm going to get all the goals. We've all done it. You know, get in a quiet place. Work on that solution. Get in around solution-oriented people. Get around people that are talking about things you may have never experienced before. Well, what if you don't know how to do it? That's good. That's a good place. Always around, we want to be where we know everything that it goes. Well, it's an entire world that we don't know. Here's one I leave with you. You don't know what you don't know. And if you can embrace what you don't know You don't know. So if there are people you're doing things that you don't know, why not be around those people, especially if they're doing things that you don't know that you want to know about? I see you on the other side. It's been the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. My name is KeJohnna Owens, and you are definitely a grindologist. Have an amazing day.